Hi, my name is Nandi DeTurville, and I am an immigration lawyer at AP Lawyers. Today, we shall be discussing the Federal Skilled Worker Program eligibility factors. These allow a candidate to apply under express entry to be in a pool of candidates that may be eligible for an invitation to apply for permanent residence in Canada. These six selection factors are as follows: language skills, education level, work experience, age, arranged employment in Canada, and adaptability. Language skills are based on the candidate's ability to write, read, listen, and speak in either English or French. Here, a candidate would be required to have a Canadian language benchmark of at least 7. With language, as I said, you may be either eligible under your French skills or your English, or both, where we'll see later, having both may give you points under your adaptability score. Education. In order to be eligible under this part of the selection factors, you must have at least a high school education. You get the maximum number of points allowed under this selection factor if you have a PhD level skill set, and that is a high school or PhD level based on the Canadian system. Therefore, candidates are required to have their credentials in their foreign country assessed by a designated institution. Work experience. Your work experience is all the years that you have worked full time and paid to do so. So this does not only include the job you are doing now, but can include your job when you are legally working in your country of residence and or origin. Your age. The maximum number of points are given to candidates that are between the ages of 18 to 35. However, you do have points at a reducing rate from the age of 36 all the way to 46. After 47, unfortunately, you are not eligible to get any points under this particular selection factor, nor do you get points if you are under the age of 18. Arranged employment in Canada. This is particularly obvious that many candidates would not get points under this program, under this selection factor, because their arrangements with Canadian employers aren't necessarily set at the time they're considering applying to this pool of candidates. This arranged employment is received either through is received through a valid job offer from a Canadian employer, and there are certain things that can be discussed in relation to how you may go about getting points under this particular selection factor. The last point selection factor is your adaptability. And this is really what Canadian authorities have determined to sort of boost your ability to reside in Canada and adapt to the culture of our country. There are many different things that give you points, such as your spouse or partner's language level, your past experience studying in Canada, your spouse or partner's past studies in Canada, your past work in Canada, whether you have a relative living who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, and again, additional employment, arranged employment in Canada can produce points under this particular part of the program. So with all of these six selection factors, a candidate is required to have at least 67 points out of 100. It is certainly helpful to have a better understanding of how your circumstance can be used to determine whether or not you're eligible for the Express Entry program. And we at AP Lawyers help our clients determine what areas they can do improvements on in order to improve their eligibility for the program. The ultimate goal would be to have an invitation to apply for permanent residence, and those have in recent times come every 2 weeks from Canadian authorities, and at least between 30, I would say 3,600 to 3,900 candidates every 2 weeks have been getting invitations to apply under the Express Entry program. And so it is important to understand what the selection factors mean for your particular situation, and we are certainly able to help our clients with that. Well, I do hope that this was helpful to you in understanding the selection factors for the Express Entry Program, Federal Skilled Worker Program in Canada. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us at AP Lawyers. See you next time, and do stay safe. Bye-bye.